let me just bring this into perspective. Let's say Ole stays. They bring in Ole. They don't bring in Ralph Rangnick. Just keep Ole. And the morale gets lower and lower. And you become a mid-table team. You don't even fight for Champions League. Are you happy? Are you going to be happy? Because now you are speculating, oh, Rangnick is not doing his job. They get a new manager coming in. It's going to be bad. Because it's going to be. Now I tell you first, what if they keep Ole and it's going to be very bad for you and you become a mid-table team? Are you going to be happy?
It's not as if we never go to below 6 before.
No, I'm saying mid-table. I'm not saying
but the thing is, would United go to mid-table?
Yeah.
At the moment itself, I mean, there is always a possibility one season we are in mid-table. We lose everything. We may not go to Champions League itself. Of course, as any fan itself, okay, we want we are the most titled champion in what is it called, in Premier League in England. But the thing is, the last 10 years, as I mentioned to you, a couple of months, I listened to the podcast of Gary Neville. I felt that he's right. The right person, as I mentioned, winning mentality as a board, like what Roman is doing, support. Don't shy on paying out certain stuff or paying out to certain players itself. I felt overall the team at the moment is able to achieve something. I don't care whether the stupid Maguire is there playing or not, but the team is able to achieve something. It's just that we just need one particular thing to click the connection itself. Some games we play perfectly good, like versus Leeds. Oh, we have the fight back energy. Versus A Madrid, we have that fight back mentality. But Watford, totally toothless. Why versus a team like this, you are toothless? When you versus Leeds, it's also in the relegation. Oh, it must be a rival fight. Then you feel the stress. No, I don't need that. I want the player to have that mentality, like what in the past.
Like
every game. Every game you need to be focused. Every game you need to go for the push itself. But Watford
don't have to have stars. Arsenal don't have stars also. They now very spirited.
Liverpool also don't have stars. You think
now?
about it. No.
Now?
Think about it. When we buy Salah, when we buy Mane, where are they from? Salah was from Mane was from Southampton. Bobby Firmino was from Hoffenheim. Whoever we spend, every rival's fan, Mane. Wow, these guys go and buy this Senegalese star, 32 million. Wolves, we buy Jota, people laughing. Wow, Wolves people were laughing and saying that these guys go and play Jota until 30 plus, 40 plus million for what? We don't buy stars. We buy players who play for the team.
Yeah, which I think Manchester United is lacking.
Yes, exactly.
You're saying that? Don't you agree that? Don't you agree that?
You see the differences? Yeah. You see the differences between your manager and my previous manager. Fergie knows how to buy. No, Fergie.
Don't talk about Fergie. Talk about Ole. Okay. We support. I support Ole. I support Ole. I like him.
But the thing is,
I don't think he wanted CR7 to come in. Correct? You say you are happy that CR7 come in. You don't you think that Ole didn't want CR7 to come in to spoil the plan?
I don't think so. He wants CR7. No.
Yeah. So would you follow? If you follow, would you have followed Ole and say, okay, Ole didn't want CR7, or you have said, okay, CR7 better come here, better compared to going to Manchester City? Which one would you choose? Because I know Ole doesn't want the CR7.
Ole doesn't want CR7.
Yeah, but I believe Ole also don't want CR7 to go to City.
Okay. Huh? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's not a fan of CR7 lah.
You sure?
He's a United fan lah.
Okay,
I don't think so.
CR7, I believe, was also being trained by I mean, they were teammates. I think also being trained by Ole when he went a bit of coaching itself. But the thing is,
that's why I say if Ole said I don't want CR7, would you have followed him and say, okay, we don't take CR7?
being a fanboy of CR7, will you agree with Ole?
Would you follow
But
CR7 or would you have
CR7
followed Ole?
going?
City lah.
Where would CS?
City.
Yeah, City wanted to buy him first, what?
Yeah, City. So would
So
you
it's
say CR7 come to Manchester United, or you say Ole, I follow Ole? Ole
This
says
is a
no one,
legit
means no
question.
one.
You are confusing yourself by thinking a lot of.
Maybe this
What
is
is
a
this?
good question.
What is that?
What would you choose?
Yeah.
What would you choose?
It's legit. What do you have choice? How I have chosen?
Yeah. It's interesting for me to
I-
know also
I-
lah.
Yeah.
I
What do you think? Who do you choose?
I
No,
support Ole,
don't say. Okay, support Ole. Just who do you support? Ole or
but I
CR7?
can't see CR7 going to City.
But you have to. There is a moment. This is the moment where you say either you follow Ole or you say CR7 have to come to Manchester United. There's these two choices.
And if you say CR7 comes to United, probably you will lose Ole also.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Because Ole is not somebody that he wants. He will not have a good morale.
Yeah.
And he will not have control the back room.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, like you say. And with CR7 there, CR7 will control the back room. And it
I'll
will
go
have
for
cost
CR7.
even more.
He will go for CR7. Okay. So
Go for
guys,
CR7.
He will go for CR7, guys.
Okay.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's your final answer. So there's CR7 is bigger than Ole.
Yeah, CR7
I
is bigger
can't
than
see.
United.
No, you're putting me a spot where, like for example, I mean, Owen went to United, but it's something like Andre going to Spurs, Andre going to Chelsea, the London club, and you ask me, with City now winning titles and showing off to United fans, and you want CR7 to go, I mean, then I would say that if it really CR7 really want to go to City itself, then I won't respect CR7. Okay, if you want me to see to say that want to follow Ole, but Ole got one issue is he started very slowly when the league start. He always come the later part of the season itself. So as what this whole conversation is to explain to Jess, why.
I still don't understand what you're talking to explain.
Okay. No, because
Actually,
you see, the thing is, I'm trying to tell you is,
I still don't understand.
you see, we have the managers, we have the players, all right?
You have the manager, man.
think-
You don't like Rangnick. I thought you don't like Rangnick. So
You
what?
listen to me
manager?
first. You
Okay.
see, you don't understand, but yet you don't want to listen.
I'm listening.
All right? You are not even listening. Every time I say two things, you come out. Every time I say two things, you come out.
But you have been saying all the way from just now till now. I'm trying to listen. I don't understand.
Yeah, but you don't understand. I'm explaining to you. When Liverpool is rebuilding, as I mentioned, no disrespect. Do you have the funds, the people, to pull big stars in? But you see, when United up to now, 10 years down the road, we are taking in stars, all those stuff, but there is no result. Why are we pissed off as a United fan? We have the top star, we have the manager that we want, or whoever, but
I say okay,
but no result.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I believe that what you are telling me is, when you are rebuilding itself, it takes time. I understand. After a successful dynasty itself, the fall is imminent. I guarantee. I told you just the 1 or 2 seasons before that, I said I can still laugh at you, but after that, you will be the one laughing at me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, as a United fan for 20 odd years.
So why are you trying to tell us?
Yeah, you haven't tell me.
No,
you haven't explained to me what you're talking about.
We have all the players, everything itself. We see, we have top players, top class. You don't care whether CR7, the dressing room is divided.
Yeah, you got a lot of.
Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is, when we have players like this, why can't we demand to be successful? Liverpool don't have the star player in the past. Didn't buy in players like this. What I'm trying to tell you is, or Arsenal, or like when Chelsea brought in big players, it's a winning mentality.
Okay, I get it. I get it. So Jess, you get it, right? So I'm going to tell you.
No, I understand.
You keep telling Manchester United fans, be patient, be patient. They are saying that they are justified to ask for instant success because they know that they have the players, they have the manager, they have the tools, the qualities to demand instant success. So stop telling them to be patient. That
Okay,
it
I
takes
won't tell
one
you all to be
season
patient anymore. I won't tell you all
that
to be
it takes
patient
one
anymore.
season to build and all that. The building is
what I'm
already
trying to
there.
say,
The-
because you see, we buy players,
is that what is?
the
Am I correct? Am I
demand,
correct, James?
the demand itself is because that we have all the players, like we have the tools to be successful, but still cannot. There's a lot of, I think you have friends that is who United fan that think that why can't we just click and just push on and move on? One game is superb, the other game, wow, Watford,
But there must be a reason, right? So what's the reason you think? You don't know. You don't know, right?
No, the thing is, the only explanation that I can think of is Renick is still very young in job, and a lot of the players may think that he's just an interim. The possibility of him be a permanent is not there. Why listen to him so much? That might be the older, like maybe CR7, Varane. But the thing is, that's why I say, if you want to build a successful team itself, never put in an interim manager. I just go across, maybe senior players like De Gea, Ronaldo may not bothered because he knows that next season is another manager that's coming in.
I won't tell you all to be patient anymore lah. I think you guys got an expectation. Okay, basically those who agree, there may be some who agree with me. Okay, but there may be fans like James who may not agree with me, because for the past 30 minutes, you have been explaining to me. You got stars. You got a good manager, even though right now there's problems. It's expected that you all go into success. But you forgot that all these past 30 minutes, you have been highlighting a lot of underlying problems, which is preventing you from winning anything. You have a manager who's too kind, like Ole. You have Rangnick, who's actually now interim, which you say some players may be unprofessional, don't support him. Right? I don't think so. I think most of the players will be professional enough to know that he's my manager. I will play according to what he wants. Most of the players lah. Your board buys players like CR7, who is 37 years old, and until now, he's not performing. We don't know what's the reason why they buy him, when you could have spent the money on another player that strengthens the squad properly, right? So there's a lot of problems. You have been mentioning all these problems, but you still expect to win something. It doesn't make sense to me. If you see me, I have Steven Gerrard. I have an owner like yours, right? Keep on buying stars, right? And Gerrard is new. Suddenly we're not winning anything. What is your take on it? Of course, you will tell me. It's always after Klopp, new manager comes in. The owners don't back him, but they buy stars. They buy stars to fill up the blanks of all the problems that you have. There's no gelling. The players' morale is low. But we expect to win something because all this while we've been winning. Does it make sense to you? I don't think so, because players are still humans. You can give 100%, right? But if the morale is low, if it doesn't click, every team goes through a rut. It will just not click. So no matter whatever reason you have expect this. Why I'm telling you guys to be patient is because there will be a time when you guys will click. I'm not sure whether it's next season or next season. There will be a time when you guys will click, but it needs more effort than whatever that you're saying that right now we buy stars. The manager is the one upcoming manager. You've been highlighting so many problems, but just because you have stars, you're expecting your team to click.
I think I agree with James that the board has to be blamed a lot for what Manchester United is in right now, because there is no plan, there is no process. Okay, as an Arsenal fan, even I sometimes don't trust the process. But there must be a process. When you buy players, there must be a project that says, I need certain kind of players, I need a certain kind of style, I need this position to be filled up, I need cover for this position, which I don't think the board is doing well right now. They are not working with the coaching staff. They are not discussing with the managers to really build a team. They are just saying, okay, CR7 coming in and all that. For Arsenal, we are building. Aubameyang, he don't follow the process. He's out. Guendouzi, he has always been an attitude player. He's out, right? Doesn't matter if you're not playing for the team. So already gone. He from loan to soul. From loan to soul. So these kind of players, if they are not part of the process, they're out, because Arteta and Edu has a certain kind of project. Like I said, a project. You need to find the right players. So it's useless if you already have Cavani, Lingard, Rashford, Sancho, and you get a CR7 when you actually need to replace Maguire 2 seasons ago or 1 season ago. Okay, so that one I agree. You need to blame the board because there's no process. The club as a whole, there's no plan. Okay. Next is, I think you are not blaming players enough. To me, players are not performing. Even Bruno, right, is disrupted. This season, he's disrupted by the arrival of CR7, right? Some players are not playing well. Even there's one Bisaka, there's Shaw, there's so many players that I can name who are not playing well. Even CR7, he's not a team player. If you see him play, he's always isolated. He's always isolated in one corner, either to the right or to the left. You see their style of play, there's no form. They don't play for each other. They don't look out for each other. That's why when sometimes Wolves say, right, Ramsdale celebrates. Every little touch, Ramsdale celebrate. Every little win, Gabriel celebrate. The defender celebrate. That is team spirit. That is team spirit and playing for the team. I don't think Manchester United fans are blaming players enough. You know, because the players, I don't think Manchester United players are performing at this moment. The only person trying hard, I think, is Sancho and Bruno. The rest are really not performing. Even De Gea, he's trying his best, but he's quiet. I think he should have shouted. He should shout more or command his defense more. So every player has a problem, and fans, maybe because you're fans, that's why you all don't criticize your players. Like for me, I always criticize Granit Xhaka. I even criticize Saka when they are not performing and all that. So I think you all need to just criticize your players when they are not performing.
I really wish that we can win the Champions League. Of course, getting a top 4 is more reliable because it's confirmed a spot in Champions League. But if let's say we are out, dusted, 7th place, I think it can be a blessing in disguise. Why? Because we still have next season Carabao Cup to play for, FA Cup to play for. Chelsea, I did that before. Totally nothing to play for. Week in, week out, see other teams playing Champions League, but they won the title. But bear in mind, all right, 2022-23, we might be playing only domestically. But 2023, is it? 2022-23, 23-24, when we play Champions League, if we qualify or win the league itself, please bear in mind this. As a United fan, I have seen teams like Chelsea. I think Liverpool never been there before. Like, they never qualified in Champions League. And what will happen is when you suddenly qualify, player stamina is never tip-top condition. They may be kicked out to Europa, which is still pretty okay, which I feel for building process. I really hope that the next manager that comes in, it is 10 years for me is too long already. 5 I don't mind even lifting. I don't even mind lifting up a FA Cup already. I'm just saying that if let's say next season we are able to win FA Cup, any cup, a Powerball Cup, FA Cup, top 4 in the league itself, and we qualify Champions League, take time. 5 years. I want a manager to come in who is looking at least 10 years in the club, but a 5 years project. Because the next 5 years is where we're going to build back our trophies. The first 5 years is for him to build his team. And I don't want to keep on changing manager. We are not Chelsea.